There's something magical about 80s action movies. The explosions were louder, the one-liners sharper, and the heroes, they were absolute legends. No CGI overload, no endless reboots, just pure adrenaline, big muscles, and stories that made you want to rewind the VHS again and again. In this video, we're diving into the most iconic 1980s action movies that were so good, they still stand up today. Whether you were there for the original theater run or discovering these classics for the first time, you'll see why these films are more than just nostalgic. They're timeless. Before we jump into the action, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the bell so you never miss a retro rewind. And let us know in the comments which movie is your all-time favorite. Let's fire it up. Die Hard. Let's start with the one that redefined action films forever. Die Hard wasn't just a movie, it was a genre shift. Bruce Willis as John McClane gave us the perfect everyman action hero. He wasn't a super soldier. He was just a smart-mouthed NYPD cop trapped in a skyscraper with a bunch of terrorists and no shoes. Alan Rickman's Hans Gruber became one of the most quotable villains in cinema, and every Trapped in a Building movie since has tried to copy this blueprint. From its tight script to its explosive finale, Die Hard still delivers a perfect blend of suspense, grit, and humor. Still holds up because every scene builds tension, McClane's sarcasm is timeless, and the stunts still feel real, even decades later. Second Predator, 1987. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus an alien hunter in the jungle? Yes, please. Predator took the jungle warfare genre and threw in a sci-fi twist that no one saw coming. With a cast full of muscle-bound tough guys, Carl Weathers, Jesse Ventura, and of course, Arnold. It's testosterone-fueled perfection. But it's more than just brawn. The slow reveal of the Predator and the survival-based finale gives the film a primal edge. Still holds up because it's a masterclass in tension building and practical effects, and the Predator design still rocks. 3. Lethal Weapon, 1987. Lethal Weapon gave us the perfect buddy cop formula. Mel Gibson as the unhinged Riggs and Danny Glover as the by-the-book Murtaugh. Their chemistry is the stuff of legend. Beyond the action, the movie tackles heavy themes: loss, PTSD, aging, and does it all with explosions, chases, and dry humor. It balances heart and chaos in a way few action films manage. Still holds up because the character depth is real, the stunts are grounded, and the dialogue? Still gold. 4. The Terminator, 1984. James Cameron's low-budget sci-fi thriller became an empire. The idea of a killer robot sent back in time to prevent the birth of humanity's savior is genius, and Schwarzenegger's "I'll be back" line? Iconic. What's crazy is how the Terminator manages to feel both gritty and futuristic. The chase scenes are raw, and the tension never lets up. It's as much horror as it is action. Still holds up because the concept is still terrifying, the pacing is relentless, and the ending is pitch perfect. Piatti RoboCop, 1987. Part corporate satire, part dystopian action flick, RoboCop is way deeper than its title suggests. Peter Weller's portrayal of a man-turned-machine is both tragic and badass. The over-the-top violence, the dark humor, and the unforgettable one-liners, "Dead or alive? You're coming with me," all make this one of the smartest, dumb-sounding movies ever made. still holds up because its themes of identity, corruption, and justice are more relevant than ever. 6. First Blood, 1982. Before Rambo became a symbol of over-the-top 80s action, First Blood introduced us to a broken Vietnam vet just trying to survive. This film is surprisingly quiet at times, reflective, and emotionally raw. Stallone's performance is restrained and powerful, especially in the final scene. Yes, there's action, but it's thoughtful action with a message. Still holds up because it's a character study disguised as an action movie with real emotional weight. 7th Commando, 1985. If you want pure, unapologetic 80s action chaos, Commando is your movie. Schwarzenegger plays a one-man army rescuing his kidnapped daughter and mowing down literally everyone in his way. Explosions, one-liners, absurd villains. This is popcorn cinema at its finest. It doesn't try to be deep. It just wants to blow things up. Still holds up because it embraces the ridiculous, and that makes it fun every single time. 8. Escape from New York, 1981. John Carpenter's gritty dystopia introduced us to Snake Plissken, the ultimate anti-hero played by Kurt Russell. In a future where Manhattan is a prison, Snake has to rescue the president in under 24 hours. The premise is wild, the score is haunting, and Russell's eye-patched badassery is peak 80s cool. Still holds up because it's stylish, moody, and Snake Plissken is one of the best characters of the decade. 9. The Running Man, 1987. In a dystopian future where criminals fight for survival on live TV, Schwarzenegger is back to punch through a corrupt system. The Running Man predicted reality TV, media manipulation, and government propaganda, all wrapped in neon explosions and ridiculous villain names like Sub-Zero and Buzzsaw. Still holds up because its social commentary feels even more relevant today, and it's a blast to watch. 10. Big Trouble in Little China, 1986. What happens when you mix kung fu fantasy, ancient Chinese magic, and a clueless truck driver? You get Big Trouble in Little China, a movie that refuses to fit in a single genre. Kurt Russell's Jack Burton is hilariously ineffective, which only makes the movie more charming. It's chaotic, bizarre, and totally unforgettable. Still holds up because it's endlessly quotable, visually wild, and unlike anything else in action cinema. 11. Beverly Hills Cop, 1984. Eddie Murphy at his peak. Beverly Hills Cop mixed action with comedy in a way that felt totally fresh. Murphy's charisma carried the whole film, but the shootouts and stunts were genuinely impressive too. A fish-out-of-water cop story with big laughs and big guns? Perfect Saturday night movie. Still holds up because Murphy's performance is lightning in a bottle, and the soundtrack slaps. 12th. Bloodsport, 1988. Jean-Claude Van Damme at his most iconic. Bloodsport introduced Western audiences to the Kumite, a secret underground martial arts tournament. It's cheesy, it's brutal, and it launched 1,000 slow-motion jump kicks. Frank Dux' true story may be dubious, but the film's impact is undeniable. Still holds up because the fight scenes are raw, stylish, and completely addictive. 13th Roadhouse, 1989. Patrick Swayze plays Dalton, a bouncer with a philosophy degree who's hired to clean up the roughest bar in the country. Yes, it's as amazing as it sounds. Roadhouse is a mix of bar brawls, romance, and Zen wisdom, all wrapped in a sweaty, ripped shirt package. It's more than a guilty pleasure, it's an icon. Still holds up because Swayze makes it work. Every punch, every quip, every slow motion roundhouse kick. 14. Mad Max. To the Road Warrior, 1981. This Australian import blew American minds with its post-apocalyptic world, insane car chases, and minimalist storytelling. Mel Gibson's Max is a reluctant hero just trying to survive, and maybe help a few people along the way. The stunts are all practical, and that makes every crash and explosion feel real. Still holds up because it's gritty, fast, and visually stunning. A blueprint for post-apocalyptic cinema. 15. Tango and Cash, 1989. Stallone and Kurt Russell team up as two mismatched cops who get framed and thrown in jail and must work together to clear their names. It's stylish, ridiculous, and full of buddy cop banter. And it ends with one of the most over-the-top shootouts of the decade. Still holds up because the chemistry between the leads is electric, and the action never lets up. The 80s gave us more than just neon fashion and synth music. It gave us some of the greatest action movies of all time. These films aren't just surviving, they're thriving, rewatched, referenced, and revered to this day. Which one of these is your favorite? Did we miss a hidden gem from the decade? Let us know in the comments. If you love this throwback, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into retro greatness. Thanks for watching, and remember, they don't make 'em like they used to.